Apparently I forgot how to snap. Hello everyone, GBA049 here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime, featuring the Metroid Prime Marathon, episode number 4. I'm engulfed in the Cheeto vision of the orange depths that is the Magmoor Caverns, but we're still in the presence of Chozo history. Broken Chozo history. I wonder what makes Chozo Ruins and Magmoor Caverns, connect as far as, relation goes. I don't even know if there's any lore to Magmoor Caverns. It's just a caverns that inhabits, that's a part of Tallon 4. That's it. But as far as Magmoor Caverns in general goes, this has to be my least favorite area in the entire game. It used to be Phazon Mines, but even though that I still greatly detest the the frequent the frequency of getting lost every single time when I simply turn around in that godforsaken place, Magmoor Caverns in comparison is a little bit lackluster. Is a little bit lackluster in forms of what's in it and how it plays out in a gameplay standpoint, because the map design is extremely horrendous to my eyes, and it's just not good in my opinion. Look at the world map. This is the entirety of Magmoor Caverns that you're ever going to see. It is a seethingly obtuse hallway derived from the pits of hell, and I really do not like going through it because it's so redundant to just, move around in that place. However, it's still really freaking fantastic for presenting the sense of immersion and the sense of immersion and just the overall standard of Metroid Prime's presentation, especially when you hear ominous music like this. But anyway, new creatures. Morphology: Grisby, subvolcanic carrion feeder. Carapace can be breached by missiles. The Grisby's carapace has been fused together by superheated air. This barrier stands up to everything but concussive blasts. Its intelligence is limited to instinctive scavenging patterns. And you're only ever going to find them in the entrance of Magmoor Caverns, unfortunately. But they do hit quite hard. And so too does the lava. But anyway, let's continue onward. Let's go to these Grisbys over here. This is just the entrance of Magmoor Caverns, and every single time I just simply go through the entrance of Magmoor Caverns, it just gives the overwhelming sense that something big is something big is about to be revealed as you're approaching. Unfortunately, that was going to be the case, but now there's nothing, which is a huge wasted opportunity. I mean, I get why, but still, it is a shame. Because there's no boss fights or major enemies to worry about in this place at all. Burrower, tunneling insect predator. The burrower is similar to the beetle, though it prefers to spend more time underground. It seeks seismic disturbances, then surfaces to attack. It has enough cunning to realize when something is too large for it to handle. Beyond that, it is fairly ignorant. What it lacks in brains, it makes up for with aggression. I love the little noise it makes when you kill them. It's that little insect yelp they make. For all those classic players that they grew up playing Super Metroid, what a revelation it must have been for them to realize that one of the best soundtracks in Metroid history has been remixed and just brought back to life in Metroid Prime. In my opinion, it's the the weakest of the three remixes. Probably because the melody doesn't like give that much of an oomph to me. But I do really love the percussion in it. And here's a creature that is named after the Magmoor Caverns, the Magmoors, fire-breathing serpents that dwells in lava. Magmoors prefer extreme heat zones and are susceptible to frigid attack forms. Sightless, they navigate the lava currents using their sonar receptors. Magmoors have a keen sense of smell, enabling them to pinpoint targets with startling accuracy. I wonder if there's anything they do besides breathe fire. Let me find that out. No, all I do is just breathe fire. And the easiest way to take care of them is to just rapid missile them to death until they're decapitated. And the most horrendously convoluted species of Metroid enemies in existence. Puffers, bulls, preeds. It's so confusing. Puffer, unstable gas-filled organism, will rupture on contact. Puffers fill their bodies with lethal metaviprium gas and float about in search of food. How do they feed? What are they, creatures? Are they machines? I don't know. If rupture, the gas within the puffer is violently released. Despite their fragile bodies, puffers are aggressive hunters. The gas cloud they release upon death is often fatal to the creature that brings them down as well. And that's literally the only source of danger that you're ever going to encounter in Magmoor Caverns, minus the lava. The look on my awestruck face when I discovered that there's a ripple effect with the lava when you attack it with your weapon. Not as noticeable in here, but they really upgraded it. They really upgraded it up to 11 in Metroid Prime Remastered. If I recall correctly, there is an area similar to this, which is extremely deceptive. A rock pillar in the center of the area that is hiding a Chozo artifact. I think it's in the Twin Fires. I could be wrong about that, though. Stress fractures can be seen all throughout the sandstone wall. Sandstone means morph ball bomb. Another sandstone wall. Another morph ball bomb. And there we're out. This is the one room that I kind of get lost in because they're always so similar to each other. Oh, crap. Uh-oh. Let me out. Okay, we're good. Careful. The puffers, preeds, bulls, shit. Puffer, preed, bullshit. I don't know. Okay, well, let me take a look at the map. Lava Lake. It's in the Twin Fires. And here we're greeted with the Triclops. Hard-shelled creature with powerful jaws. The Triclops is a hunter-gatherer. It collects small creatures and bits of food stuff. Food stuff. That is a word I never heard of before. Food stuff instead of food is called food stuff. Particles? Food particle? I don't know. Then deposits them elsewhere for later consumption. The hard tripartite mandibles it uses to move earth and rock are quite strong and difficult to escape once ensnared. Or I can just mash out. Triclops are always so cute to look at. Look at them waddle. And their tiny little legs. And the noise that they make. The little distinct little chirp. What'd you even call that? Growl? No, cry. Yeah, just call it a cry. First of many morph ball plastic. Ep! Get me out! Eat it. Up! The fire fumes in the way. I couldn't even see it. Is there more than that? Oh, there's only two. Oh, wait, no, there's three. There's three. Get one more. Eat up. Dinner is served by me. Ah, yes, we've entered the Cheeto zone once again, ladies and gents. Oh my goodness. It takes a long time to dissipate. Look at that. A lot more hotter in temperature and more lethal in damage lava stream. I wonder if that's only a thing in Metroid in the Metroid Prime trilogy, or just Metroid Prime in general. Like as far as Versus is concerned. Oh right, I need to get rid of these puffers over here if I want to get like all the stuff that I need. Somewhere over here is invisible platform. I think I found it. Yeah, right there. Sort of. I don't think it's possible to like get that well, it is possible because they have to have ridiculous accuracy to like land and locate the invisible platforms for this one missile expansion. That's got to be one of the most creatively well-hidden missile expansions that I've ever seen in the Metroid series to date. Like one of them. Really love the design of this cave too. Similar to that one, you know, charcoal dense, heat-based tunnel room in Chozo Ruins where we got that energy tank, and where I was recording my game on Elgato. On the Elgato HD60 capture card software instead of OBS, because right now I have been blessed. I have been blessed with no early Metroid corruption. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Oh. You know, I always forget that Magma Caverns also has like very well, not so vibrant jewel structures on its terrain. Yeah, there really is not much to say about Magma Caverns because there's barely anything in this place to begin with. All it is just a walkway leading to other destinations that take that take a ridiculously boring time just to get there. And there is no interconnectivity whatsoever in this place. At all. Period. Because in order for you to get to Chozo Ruins, you either have to go all the way back or go all the way forward. There is a ridiculous amount of backtracking in Magma Caverns, and this place, okay, this game doesn't really have that much bad backtracking because, to be fair, I'm not really all that bothered with backtracking in Metroid games in general because, well, you discover where you need to go early on, and also the scan visor gives you the information on what you need to revisit that place instead of blindly trying to locate where exactly you need to go because the game didn't bother fucking telling you. Magma Caverns suffers from a lot of backtracking to go to previous areas, and every single time when you're going to a new area, chances are you have to take a detour to Magma Caverns every single fucking time. And these defense turrets are a lot more upgraded. The tutorial is over. Oh shit. The tutorial in the friggin' Orphan is officially over. And now these things are buffed. Also, this area is a home to the early deaths of new players. Because when you're going to navigate through Magma Caverns, you're gonna have to go through this place and deal with those stupid turrets all over again because they respawn very quickly. As soon as enter a different area and then come back to it. Yeah, it's not pretty. This one area is like so annoying to go through. And surprisingly, there's hardly anything new to scan in this place. Like, is there any information that that you would like to know about this place? No, just know that it's a waste disposal area, mining facility. Pretty sure there's some mining involved. Whatever. Report any signs of magma predator activity to security central at once. Immersion pistons are leaching power from the magma pools as planned. Geothermal power source is compromising. Recommend Energy Command deactivate central dynamo, and switch to geothermal power at once. Geothermal power routing to the station is complete. Unstable magma flow is a concern. Remove tower from geothermal grid if fluctuations exceed safety levels. Local crystal formations possess low phazon residue. Wait, really? So perhaps theoretically, I guess Magma Caverns is the first mining facility the Space Pirates wanted to, use for their for mining phazon until they found the phazon mines. I don't know. They do have high value to the monks of Grondheim. However, recommend processing of crystal for that market once phazon operations cease. Yeah, there's more puffers than literally everything else in Magma Caverns. More puffers than magmors in Magma Caverns. To be honest, that would make this place a lot more interesting, but it's just boring, in my opinion. What's not boring is getting more energy. More energy. Oh! Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me. Good thing these respawn. Now, if I was in the Metroid Prime trilogy, this would be a lot easier. Got it, made it. Energy tank acquired. 4 energy tanks out of the perception of my sight of counting squares that are so close together on the user interface is not the best. I don't even know how many energy tanks you can have in the Metroid Prime games. 12? Yeah, probably 12. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to a much better place than Magma Caverns. The Phendrana Drifts. The blissful, exotic, and just straight up fucking beautiful atmosphere that is the Phendrana Drifts. There's not a single bad thing about Phendrana Drifts, and every single time I go in this place, I'm just wide awake. Wide awake, just filled with so much motivation to like explore more about this place. Like, look around. Just looking around in Phendrana Drifts, especially when you first enter, is, I gotta say, the best highlight in the entire game. Entering Phendrana Drifts for the very first time in Metroid Prime, it is a magical sight to behold. The whirring noise from that missile expansion kind of ruined the delivery of the music. And unlike Magma Caverns, Phendrana Drifts has a lot of stuff to look into, including a save station. Why is this game holding my hand so much, so often? Like, this version of Metroid Prime just really loves to hold on to my hand to the point where, like, every single time when I, like, stop looking at the hint system, like, literally less than 5 minutes later, I'm then given another task to where I'm supposed to go. Can you please slow down and let me just, you know, take my own time to examine things like I usually do in the Metroid Prime games? Guess I learned their lesson in like the other in the other versions of the game. But yeah. And there's Bergmite. I mean Crystallite. I always get them confused. Then again, I was being sarcastic because that was just a joke. Seriously, they look so freaking similar to each other. It's ridiculous. Crystallite, territorial cold weather scavenger. The shell of a crystallite reflects beam weapons and can only be cracked by a concussive blast. They hang upside down in an ice cave during their larval stage. Moisture runs off its body and forms a hard ice shell, which the crystallite retains for the rest of its life. Which is literally just the Grisby from Magma Caverns. But a lot more populated. And more cute. Probably because of the glowing little effect on their eyes. Yep, there's a little glowing effect. Too bad they're in the way, we have to get rid of them. Such is the life as a bounty hunter. Oh, right. The flick bats. I think they're called flick bats. What enemies you're supposed to ignore? Oh, flicker bat. That's what they're called. Scavenger with optical camouflaging that renders it invisible to the naked eye. Flicker bats are deceptive creatures. The only way to track them reliably is with X-ray imaging. They fly ceaselessly, hunting insects and other small prey that float in the air currents. Flicker bats tend to fly in cyclical hunting patterns, using primitive sonar to navigate. They're very easily identifiable with the blue rings of light they emit when they move around. And interestingly enough, even though you can clearly see them with the combat visor, you can't lock onto them, because even though you can see them, you can't grasp them. Like literally, you cannot grasp their you literally cannot grasp their presence unless you have the X-ray visor. But that doesn't mean you can't kill them without it. It's just ill-advised to do so because there's no point in doing that in this room specifically. Ah, yeah, of course, floating platform. This platform is kept aloft by a gas-based propulsion system attached to its underside. Metroid Prime technology is incredible. Alright, before the game just tells me to, like, get on with it, I'll save it. I'll save the damn game and just, you can give me more information in the next 5 minutes. This is how you work. I don't like it. Alright, some hidden lore about the space pirates that are only located in the save stations and other grotto areas. New personnel must report to the South Research Facility. Failure to report will be penalized by a 30% ration cut and extra duty. I mean, the space pirates are used to that. They're used to extra duty. It's not like they're gonna get fired for, you know, just... It's not like they're gonna get fired. Actually, they will get fired via gunshot to the head. All ballistic support personnel report to Research Lab Hydra. Lockdown containment plan 3A in effect until further notice. Western Temple is in Phase 2 lockdown. All projects are postponed. Under no circumstances are personnel to attempt access. What is this? Oh, I didn't even bother to scan the save station yet. Well, there we go, I did. Alright, anyway. Navigating through the winter wonderland of Phendrana Drifts. Gradient has become brittle from temperature fluctuations. Large traces of radion detected. That's an element we hardly see enough of. You can scan... There really is no point to go in Morpho mode to, like, enter this area. You can just scan it. Just scan the terminal right over here. But I just did that just because the door directly above has been unlocked. And now we can move forward. That piano is incredibly soothing, but I just love the vocals more. Like, it's so damn beautiful. Scatter bamboo. Pulsing tendrils of energy extend from creature's body. Like all bamboos, these creatures can only be harmed by electrical energy. Proximity to these life forms may result in electrical visor interference. It is possible to avoid engaging scatter bamboos by rolling to the morph ball and slipping between the rotating energy streams, which we will do exactly. A similar enemy in Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. A similar enemy to these enemies in Metroid Prime make a reappearance in Metroid Prime 2 Echoes with the same properties, but they don't, like, outright block entrance completely. You can just, like, slip right through them without having to bother going through Morphball mode or using the Dark Beam to kill them, because that's her weakness. But in here, you literally have no choice. These things are a lot more stronger and deadlier. And here is something that the Magmar Caverns really should have had. Predators that actually know how to be predators. Baby Shegoths. Baby Shegoth, glacial predator. Ice shell protects a vulnerable dorsal area. Young Shegoths grow a resilient shell of ice on their backs, which serves to protect a layer of vulnerable flesh. With this being their only weak point, baby Shegoths will turn quickly in order to not allow predators the opportunity to strike at their backs. Powerful hunters, they fire bursts of ultra-cold gas at potential prey, then feast on their frozen victim. Please do not give me a jump scare by running directly toward me. Whoa! What the fuck? What the hell? Okay, that's unusual. Okay, baby Shegoths in this version of Metroid Prime are extremely weak. I was expecting them to, like, you know, reveal their weak spot after, like, 3 charge shots, but nope. A 1 fully charged shot was enough to take them down. Well, emphasis on baby, I guess. Alright. Not located in this area is the ice streak bats. But I'm just looking around because these areas are a little bit similar to each other. An easier way to distinct them is if the next area has a wave beam door on it or not. The ice covering this opening can be melted with extreme heat. Oh, can't do it yet because we don't have the plasma beam. Let's see. Ah, yes, of course. It's not in here. It's in the next room. Shanks, will you please stop head bumping my leg? I get that you want attention, but you've already been fed. Anything else I can scan in here? Nope. Ice Burrower. Burrower adapted to sub-freezing climates. A hardy life form, the Ice Burrower is adapted to the frigid climb. I'm pretty sure that's a misspelling. Frigid climate instead of frigid climb. I don't even know it's a word. A Phendrana. It spends most of its time tunneling through the frozen soil, but will occasionally surface to attack passerby. That little yelp always gets me. It's so cute. what doesn't make much sense to me about the burrowers in Metroid Prime, they can be killed with the power beam, the ice beam, and the wave beam, but for whatever reason, not the plasma beam. Not even the ice burrowers, because, you know, plasma, fire, ice. I guess they reject that notion. Like, I guess they reject that notion just like Mega Man does. Pulse Bombus. I think it's called Pulse Bombus, or just Bombu. Yeah, Pulse Bombus. Come and get me. Oh boy, here we go. It's always fun messing with those enemies. It's not... Okay, you know what? Let's make this fair and balanced. It still barely gave me anything. Can you try freezing me? Oof. I just wanted to... Oh! Ah, let me go! How was I jumping when I was frozen in midair? Don't mind that sound. That's just Shanks playing with his toy. There's a ball rotating around the track. Attached to a scratcher. That kind of toy. Pretty sure over here is a save station. Oh, wait, no. That's just our way forward. Not gonna do that yet because of the Chozo lore that's located at the top of this. At the top of this. Top of this segment right here. Before we do that, let's just scan the ice tree guys before we forget. There we go, right there. Ice streak bats, ice-encased ceiling dweller. Like standard streak bats, these creatures are easily spotted with thermal imaging. They roost on cave ceilings, subsisting on insects, reptiles, and small mammals. Fiercely territorial, they will dive bomb anything that wanders near. Unless they're dead. Although it is true. Anyway, have a good one. Chozo lore. Alright. Chozo script translated. None know of our temple, the cradle, will prove powerful enough to contain this evil forever. How can we Chozo hope for it to remain intact when that witched guards rise in the darkness, growing always stronger? The fate of this world rests with the gathering of artifacts we call the cipher, but even it is not all powerful. It is strong, yes, an enchanted whole made of 12 links. Still, it is finite in its reach, and we who guard it are slowly succumbing. When our vigilance crumbles away into madness, the cipher will be exposed and the fate of Tallon 4 will be beyond our influence. You never really see Chozo in a ice related environment, honestly. Makes you wonder what kind of birds they are. Penguins? No. They're probably just ravens or crows. Ravens and crows. Yeah, that's what the Chozo are. All right, so this is our little detour stop in Phendrana Drifts, because literally the only reason why we're in Phendrana Drifts to begin with is to get the boost ball. Then after that, we have to backtrack to the entrance of Tallon Overworld, by the entrance of the Chozo Ruins, and get the space jump boots. I always forget there's a lore right here too. Chozo script translated. Many Chozo have gone beyond now, and this is a mercy. Those of us who remain suffer in dimensional flux, drifting helplessly across time and space, guided by unseen and inexorable currents. The Chozo who cling to sanity fight the tide, but our minds are weakening. Soon we will all be like the turned, Chozo who have been utterly corrupted by the great poison. The turns still hold to their Chozo forms, but their minds are black with fell intentions. Gone is their respect for life. They honor only destruction and seek to disrupt the artifacts holding the great poison at bay. All life taunts them, and they do not rest. Before long, they will be all that remain of the Chozo here. That lore might be referring to the Chozo ghosts in the Chozo ruins. How ironic that the Chozo ghosts are defending the artifacts despite having a corrupted mind. So it's not... So they're not all corrupted necessarily. They're still there. Just... Okay. Their motivations for defending their artifacts are still there, but that has been corrupted as well. Also, fish inside a thick sheet of ice that is really hard to see. Also might like you know, be at a wrong spot too. Yeah, you can barely freaking see it. That fish right there. This fish appears to be frozen under a sheet of extremely smooth ice. I'm glad they made that more clear in the Metroid Prime Remastered Edition, because who in the hell would be able to, like, find the, you know, the structure of a fish in graphics like this? Like, even when I'm moving around, I'm losing track of it. I can see right over here, you can barely see it. That's its lower jaw. Over here is its giant eye. There's its dorsal fin. Top fin right there. And yeah, looks like a deep sea creature fish in the deep ocean. Where is it? Right here. Which could like resemble a Skullterra from Super Metroid. But those are more different in design. More floating platforms. Propulsion units used to make platforms float are insufficient to support full power suit weight indefinitely. So what do? Race to the finish before we collapse. I think what really makes Phendrana Drifts' atmosphere stand out is the gentle falling snowflakes. Just when you look up into the sky and just like let it gently fall down. It's absolutely perfect. Like you can literally just like, I don't know, like screenshot a background of the sky Phendrana Drifts. And have the animation of it just play for an hour with Phendrana Drifts music playing. That's and just simply looking at it while listening to that music would be so relaxing. Chozo have really chosen, no pun intended, the perfect place to live in. They had excellent taste. Platform realignment is successful. And now he must go. Stop scanning, stop scanning, stop scanning, stop scanning, stop scanning. And we got it. The boost ball. I have no idea how in the hell it ended up here of all places, but whatever. Let's take it. Boost ball acquired. Level 4 mode, yeah, you know. Now the platforms are gone. We can use that with that thin layer of ice where that fish lives. And become all skateboard. Whee! I could literally do this all day. Morph Ball is so damn fun that they made a spin-off out of it by featuring every single ability that the Morph Ball is capable of doing into a spin-off of Pinball. Heavily overlooked and not praised enough spin-off that really deserves a lot more praise. Because immediately... Thanks for the hint. Great, now I lost my train of thought. Thanks, computer. Oh yeah, another highlight in Metroid Prime. Exiting out of Phendrana Drifts and seeing Metroid just soar directly above our heads as he just slowly vanishes into the wintry distance. Okay, that dealt quite a bit of damage. Well, this is veteran. Can you move? I'm honestly surprised that baby Shigas don't bite at all. They just charge, breathe, and spit. Oh, right. In the scan entry, it specifically states that they feed on their frozen victim. They kill them by freezing them, and only then do they use their mouths to eat them. And here we go. That's the last time we'll ever see him for a long time. But for now, we have overcome our stay, and in the next episode, we are going to get the high jump boots, and go to Magma Caverns and go around that place to go to more Phendrana Drifts. It's actually been quite some time since I last played a Metroid Prime 100%. So I kind of forget on what exactly needs to be done next, but I'll remember it as I'm playing. So yeah. So that burning freezing expedition completed, well, the first part at least. That will have to include the end of this episode, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you later. This is GBA049 signing out, going offline, and see you next mission. And thank God for OBS for saving my ass. Oh yeah, and also my Wii sensor bar broke, and I was extremely lucky enough to have my my extremely old wireless Wii sensor bar working again. Despite how long it's been collecting dust, it still works. Thank God for that. Anyway, see ya.